Hey guys, our story of the week this week is a little different than anything we've read before. This is a nonfiction story that's going to teach us about something real in the world and an actual inventor. Now, people have ideas all the time, but sometimes those ideas can change the world. Think about all the technology we have right now. And remember our colonial field trip that we went on. Did they have any of the technology that we have right now? If they were in the same situation we were in, would they be able to learn at all? Probably not. We are so blessed and so lucky that we have technology, that we can stay connected, and that we can use our inventions of today to help us stay connected. When we look back in time, one of the first devices that was ever made is this typewriter, and it was the first way that people were able to print their thoughts on paper. Now, before they were just writing with a pen, but this idea changed everything, and they were able to type out their thoughts with ink. Then flash forward later in life, and we have computers. And now, even further today, another invention would be the iPad or some type of tablet. Now, these computers, desktop computers, if you don't have one of those, another invention would be the laptop. So we are constantly making changes and having ideas that change the world. Let's think about cars. Have they always looked like this? Of course not. In colonial times, they had to use wagons or buggies with horses that carried them places. Eventually, they came up with this first car invention and have steadily added to it and made it more easily accessible for everybody today. People's inventions change the world, and they are there to make our lives easier. Now, this right here is a record player. And it is one of the first ways that people were able to listen to music. Now, you might not recognize this. Our book seems to be a little outdated. This is a CD player. I'm not sure that you've ever even used one of these. If you have, then you know that another invention was made to make our lives even easier. We don't have to keep track of CDs anymore. All we have is iPads or our phones that have our music directly connected. So we're continually making inventions that change the world. Now let's look down here at the first telephone. This is a sketch of somebody using the telephone. And look how many wires it has coming off of it. He has to use both hands to be able to call somebody. Don't you think that's a little tiring? I know I would hold both of your arms up just to call somebody. Then we have another invention that made this a lot easier for us, and that's the cell phone. And this right here, if you can see it, is a flip phone. Now, your parents know what a flip phone is. I'm not sure that you know. iPhones are another invention that made this easier for us. So before we get to our story of the week, I want you to think about all of the ways and all of the inventions that have changed our lives. What do you use every day that makes your life easier? When you're ready, click on the next video to listen to our story.